Welcome to another episode of Movie Time. We are your hosts. I'm King,
And I'm Ant.
and today we're gonna do a movie review. Very popular movie, the new Zack Snyder's Justice League. If you haven't seen it on HBO Max, highly recommend.
That's a must.
Subscribe and go see it, man. It's definitely worth it. Directed, like I said, by Zack Snyder. It was originally supposed to be him in the first one anyway. But due to the unfortunate death of his daughter, he took a break from the film. They hired another director, Josh Whedon, who killed this movie. Like, he cut so many scenes basically out of this movie to where the last movie just didn't basically make sense to me.
Yeah.
Now, they've added in those scenes. They reshot some scenes, and they also added in some other stuff, which is actually at the end of the movie.
Oh, that filled in the blanks.
It
man.
filled in all the blanks.
Set it all perfect.
It definitely gave a lot of backstory that was needed for the other DC movies that we had anyway.
Yeah, you go back and watch them old ones, it'll leave you just blank minded, like what the hell happened? Like
Yeah.
shit.
What was the point? Like, for instance, in the first original Justice League, when Aquaman is approached by Bruce Wayne in the beginning of the movie, he was just a regular Joe Schmo in his jacket, whatever. He goes off, and he comes back. He has the whole outfit, the trident. They didn't even talk about how he acquired it.
Just all of a sudden, like the water just gave it to him. Like, here, take that.
Yep. Going on a long walk on the beach, and ashore comes this gear, this armor, and a trident. And nobody dropped it off. Nobody gave him instructions. None of that. But in this movie, they actually give you the backstory on what led to him acquiring this stuff. And it just made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Flash, they gave a backstory to him. Cyborg, they gave him respect.
They actually show how good he is.
Thank you.
He ain't weak.
He ain't weak at all. And it's kind of messed up because they kind of made him seem like a secondary, character. Like, he wasn't needed when it was really a focal point around him.
Yeah.
You know,
he
like,
most definitely needed.
And I think in the Josh Whedon's version, that was the part that kind of threw me. Is like, this man at the end is literally hands in the mother box, but y'all not even explaining how he's able to do that.
Right. They just said he just made something to make the creation of the box.
Yeah, like, oh yeah.
Well, I figured out how to do this.
I could turn my fingers into special wrenches that can break open these boxes. No, like, that's not how this shit works.
Yeah.
But this version definitely gave you enough backstory, and it was entertaining. It didn't leave you like, oh, I'm just tired of watching this. It's 4 hours long.
Yeah, they most definitely took their time recapping and filling in. So
Now, and there are some
Great
dramatic
detail.
scenes that makes it makes the story a little bit longer, like the Flash scene.
yeah.
Very dramatic, very romantic in a way. If you haven't seen it, go. I'm telling you,
Oh,
you'll enjoy it.
and they give you clues on the next whatever they
Whatever they
make
do,
next.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I mean, I had fun just watching to watch for the Easter eggs, and I think that was the thing. Like, maybe Zack Snyder had a plan. Like, if I give you guys enough to want the next movie,
Yeah.
the studio will be like, yeah,
Oh, there
do the movie, y'all. Because my theory is, this was 2 movies in one. And it,
4 hours.
it most definitely sets
It could
you
be
up
like
to
4.
want a third. It could be 4. They could have broke down even like the Cyborg story, the Flash's story. They could have broke those down. They could have went more in depth with Flash's story,
Yeah.
and they didn't even do that. So, but I know they got that movie in the works. So the Flash, Point Paradox movie is scheduled to be shot, filmed, and released, I think, in like 2022. But you can't wait for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that do get you leave you ready to see the next one.
exactly. I was excited. Like, if you'd have gave me this movie before you gave me Aquaman, I'd have been way more excited for Aquaman.
And I'm sorry to say this, but man, they killed Marvel. They most definitely killed Marvel movies.
I can't lie. I'm a Marvel fan, but this was definitely a better. It was a better story and shot better than I've seen most Marvel movies. Like when I go back and watch Marvel movies, bless you. When I go back and watch Marvel movies, it's crazy because the concepts seem childish compared to this movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not saying this. DC has always been dark, but it's never really been like adult.
It's always the kid jokes.
Oh, exactly.
I'm the hero.
Always close, but never there. This was a serious movie with some humor, but it was a serious movie front to back.
Hell yeah, and you will get fucked up in it.
Yeah, 4 hours. I'm telling you, I watched it so many times, but at one point I caught myself like, I'm not doing nothing else. I was not in my phone. I wasn't like getting up, going to get another drink. I was dead ass into the movie and couldn't get away. But, you know, 4 hours is 4 hours. So, I don't know. I mean, cats gonna fall asleep on it. That's why I say go get the HBO Max, because you gonna fall asleep.
You damn near gotta make a whole day. A day for yourself to watch this one.
Man, you got a Sunday that you normally binge watch. You know, your little shows or you whatever sports you watch. Just don't even worry about that. Take 2 hours in the morning, watch some of the movie, and then take 2 more hours in the evening and watch the rest of the movie. Because I'm telling you, it's worth it to dedicate a day to this. Because it's a really good movie.
Look, just make sure you don't eat before you watch the movie, because you gonna fall asleep.
Don't eat before or during. Eat in hour 3.
Yeah.
When you get to hour 3, go on, warm your food up and get it going. Because you eat anywhere in the beginning,
you going to sleep. It's night. That's a long time.
Yes. And that's why I think the dramatic scenes, you know, helped that. Because I swear it was so many like scenes where they were having slow motion walking with some good music, soft music. You like, oh yeah, I can go to sleep off this. Especially if I eat good, I'm going to sleep off this.
Yeah, but that's like every movie they had in one. So you know,
facts. So, yeah, it was definitely
they got all the music in it.
The score was awesome. The cinematography was awesome. Like I really thought it was shot well.
Ooh, and bro, armor. Oh my god, that shit was cold.
They got Steppenwolf. You seen the first one? You already know Steppenwolf. He was a little bit of a beast, but you know he was alright.
But they made him cold.
Killer.
They brought that box out of him.
They brought the box. Yes, boy. Yes, that man was a monster. And if Darkseid is worse than him,
I can't wait to see that one. Yeah. When they show Darkseid, real side.
If they do, and I hope.
But is they gonna go with the young one first, or is they gonna skip straight to the old?
So in my opinion, I think the reason why they shot this movie the way they did, where he got on the plane, so they could pick up at that point.
Right.
You know,
okay.
They gave you a lot of Darkseid of his youth, none really of the current him, but I think that's what they can give you as a backstory from then to now. You know, him, the reason why him and Steppenwolf was beefing. The reason why he had to do what he had to do. You know, get the planets. I think they can show you all that with a Darkseid movie.
Yeah, so I feel like they're going to have to go with a straight Darkseid movie to explain the villains. 'Cause they ain't really explain them like that.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
They really was focused on Darkseid and Stephen.
And in my opinion, that's the motivation for them to stay with the director and keep it going. Like, don't reboot it. Don't start it over. Don't go hire new actors or try something different.
Keep it all the same.
Keep it all the same. Keep doing what you're doing.
Cause that's what's going to make it trash. Put the next person in. I don't know what they do.
Facts. And I feel like that's where they keep messing up at, where they change up directors from this to that. And it's like...
Yeah, especially Batman. He didn't switch so many times.
Bro, why are y'all giving this dude who was a vampire Batman? Why? Like, I get it. You know, he a face. But I don't care, man. Batman could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I do like in the comic books that Batman is black right now. Because that's opening the door for Michael B. Jordan. Mm-hmm. So we watching. We watching DC. Y'all better do right. Y'all better do right. But anywho, I ain't gonna lie. I think if they keep Ben Affleck, they can do it. And they can give us all the... Because the added scene was new, and Ben Affleck shot that. So I'm sure he's willing to. They just probably got to give him the right motivation.
Yeah, he got to ride that one out until Beyond comes. Until Batman Beyond appears, and
But I also think it hinges on the Flash movie. You know what I mean? Because if I heard rumors that the character Ezra Miller, he was supposed to be out after the last one because it was like creative differences. But then I think they got that situated, and they're giving him the movie that he wanted to do because he wanted to elaborate on the Flashpoint paradox. Which again, if you don't know, spoiler alert, that's how his mother ended up dying. So that episode has to be kind of his backstory, but I feel like they're going to put a little Batman in there. They might put something else in there, but he's from Central City. He's not from Gotham or Metropolis. Yeah. So, we'll see.
Yeah, he went and got him.
Exactly. Like, he had to go take a trip.
That's his guy. Shit, basically.
Yeah. But I mean, with that being like a murder, with it being like kind of like old when he was a kid, I feel like they might put some superheroes in there just to see. You know? Investigated it. We caught your pops did it, whatever. But again, we'll do a review on that when that come out. You know what I'm saying? But this movie is fucking fire. Yeah. Definitely go see it. Yes. If you didn't plan on seeing it, take my advice. Go see it.
Most definitely go see it,
man. Like, don't even play around.
It's a gotta.
It's a gotta.
If you into this universe, go see it.
Yes, man. But that's our episode, y'all. Upcoming Mortal Kombat and was it Kong? Oh my God.
Godzilla Kong.
Godzilla versus
that's
Kong.
all next week, baby. Yeah.
Kong gonna be out there like,
He gonna give him the sticks and he gonna rip his mouth off.
Listen, man, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Kong gonna rip his mouth off.
We taking bets on that too. Hit us in the comments.
Put a dub
on it.
And hit like.
Team Kong.
Subscribe.
Team Kong over here. All right, y'all. That's our session. Peace.